Have you ever felt like you're constantly striving, but never truly reaching your goals? You're not alone. Many people experience this sense of unfulfillment, searching for a way to break free from the cycle. In this video, we'll explore a principle that could significantly impact your approach to life. Do your best, let God handle the rest. We'll discuss how this mindset shift can affect your journey and potentially lead to positive outcomes. Join us as we delve into this concept and its potential implications for personal growth and fulfillment. Picture John, a high-powered executive, juggling multiple projects, client demands, and family responsibilities. His calendar is packed with meetings, his phone constantly buzzing with urgent messages. John prides himself on meticulous planning, but beneath the surface, cracks are starting to show. The allure of absolute control over one's life is strong, promising success and security. Many believe that perfect management of every detail will lead to achievement and fulfillment. This mindset often originates from a fear of failure or a need for certainty in an uncertain world. However, the consequences of this relentless pursuit can be severe. Chronic stress manifests physically and emotionally, leading to health issues, anxiety, and mood disturbances. The pressure to maintain a facade of perfection can erode self-esteem and overall well-being. Psychological research has highlighted the detrimental effects of perfectionism, linking it to higher risks of burnout, anxiety disorders, and depression. Additionally, studies have shown that humans tend to overestimate their ability to influence outcomes, even in situations largely determined by chance. As we examine these consequences, a question emerges. Is there a better approach? What if we could strike a balance between personal effort and trusting in a higher power? This brings us to a transformative concept. Do your best and let God handle the rest. This principle encourages sincere effort while acknowledging that some aspects of life are beyond our control. It's about finding peace amidst uncertainty and trusting in a higher power's work, even when the full picture isn't visible. But what does it truly mean to do your best? Is it about pushing ourselves to exhaustion, or is there a more nuanced interpretation? As we explore this concept further, we'll examine how redefining your best can lead to a more balanced, fulfilling approach to life's challenges. The concept of doing your best is more complex than it initially appears. While many associate it with extreme effort or meticulous planning, a more nuanced understanding is necessary. This idea becomes particularly interesting when we consider the relationship between effort and results. Some believe maximum effort always leads to the best outcomes, while others advocate for working smarter rather than harder. The spiritual dimension adds another layer to this discussion. Biblical guidance offers insight into this matter. Scriptures emphasize that our work should be driven by a higher purpose and recognize the finite nature of our opportunities. These teachings suggest that our efforts should be motivated by more than just earthly recognition. A balanced understanding of doing your best emerges from these perspectives. It's not about perfectionism or exhaustion, but rather about recognizing and stewarding your unique capacities. As Boyd Bailey succinctly puts it, it's about meeting God's expectation of your best. Nothing more, nothing less. This holistic definition encompasses diligent effort, acknowledgement of personal limitations, and trust in a higher power. It involves applying your full abilities to a task while understanding that ultimate outcomes aren't entirely under your control. This approach can foster a sense of peace amidst uncertainty, allowing you to focus on faithfulness rather than solely on results. Moving forward, We'll explore the challenges of maintaining this balanced effort consistently. How do we navigate fluctuations in motivation and energy while striving for excellence? This question leads us to examine the obstacles that often hinder our pursuit of giving our best. Consistency in performance is a common challenge many face when pursuing new goals or routines. While initial enthusiasm often propels us forward, maintaining that momentum over time can be difficult. Several key barriers stand in the way of consistent effort, including procrastination, unclear objectives, and poor time management. However, the internal conflict between our ambitions and the reality of limited energy and competing priorities often proves to be the most significant obstacle. This struggle between our drive to achieve and our finite resources is central to understanding consistency issues. The concept of willpower depletion provides valuable insight, suggesting that self-control is a limited resource that can be exhausted. This explains why sustaining effort becomes increasingly challenging, especially when juggling multiple demanding tasks or extended periods of intense focus. Fortunately, several strategies can help overcome these hurdles and maintain long-term commitment. Setting specific achievable goals enhances motivation and sustains effort over time. Breaking larger objectives into smaller, manageable tasks creates a sense of progress that fuels ongoing dedication. Additionally, effective time management and prioritization maximize productive hours and reduce the risk of burnout. Incorporating regular breaks and self-care practices into routines is crucial for maintaining consistent performance. Mindfulness, exercise, and adequate rest significantly impact our ability to stay focused and motivated. By prioritizing mental and physical well-being, individuals are better equipped to manage stress and maintain steady progress towards their goals. Sustainable effort is about finding a balance that allows for consistent progress while preserving overall well-being. This approach not only enhances our ability to perform consistently, but also leads to greater satisfaction and fulfillment. As we consider these strategies, we're led to an intriguing question. How does our personal effort intersect with forces beyond our control? This brings us to our next topic, where we'll explore the concept of divine intervention and its role in our pursuit of consistency and success. Have you ever felt like you've hit a wall, no matter how hard you try? This experience often reveals the limits of human capability and introduces us to the concept of divine providence, the idea that God has a plan for each individual and actively participates in shaping events. This notion challenges our conventional understanding of cause and effect, suggesting that while our actions matter, they're part of a larger plan. The question arises, how do we reconcile our personal efforts with God's sovereignty? It's a complex issue that has intrigued thinkers for centuries. The Bible provides examples of this interplay between human action and divine intervention. In 1 Chronicles chapter 19, verses 8 through 19, we see Joab demonstrating courage and strategic thinking in battle, while acknowledging that victory ultimately rests with God. This illustrates a key principle: we're called to do our best while trusting in a higher power. Religious scholars have explored God's involvement in human affairs, often concluding that faith requires both action and trust. This perspective fosters a dynamic relationship with the divine, where individuals contribute their efforts while recognizing that final outcomes aren't solely under their control. Practically speaking, trusting God doesn't mean abdicating responsibility. It's about applying our full abilities to situation while acknowledging that the ultimate result isn't entirely up to us. This approach can be liberating, alleviating the pressure of trying to control every aspect of our lives. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3 captures this balance. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. This verse suggests that aligning our actions with a higher purpose creates space for unexpected possibilities and outcomes that may exceed our own limited vision. Moving forward, we must consider how to apply this principle in our daily lives. How can we navigate work, relationships, and personal growth while maintaining this equilibrium between effort and trust? These are the questions we'll explore next, uncovering practical strategies for implementing this transformative mindset. You've heard the theory. Now let's explore its practical application. This principle isn't about following rules. It's about transforming your approach to life's challenges. Are you ready to see how this mindset can impact your work, relationships, and personal growth? Consider Sarah, a marketing executive facing a high-pressure project. She applied the do your best, let God handle the rest principle by meticulously planning her strategy, working diligently, and then releasing her grip on the outcome. This approach led to securing the client and experiencing peace throughout the process. This principle extends beyond the workplace. In relationships, it might involve open communication and effort, while accepting that you can't control another's feelings or actions. For health goals, it could mean committing to a regimen while understanding that some factors are beyond your control. It's crucial to address potential conflicts between faith and practical reality. This approach requires a delicate balance. You're not abdicating responsibility, but acknowledging the limits of your control while still exerting your best effort. Research supports this balanced perspective, showing that individuals who maintain purpose while practicing acceptance experience lower stress and higher well-being. Michaela Niemek notes, the beauty of this obedience is in the space it creates for peace and trust to flourish, highlighting the transformative power of trusting in God. To implement this principle, start by committing your efforts to God from the beginning. Set clear, realistic goals and give them your best effort. Practice gratitude for what you can control and acceptance for what you can't. Regularly reflect on your progress and adjust your approach as needed. Remember, your best mixed with God's best is dynamic. With God, all things are possible. This journey of faith and action requires courage and humility, but the potential for transformation is significant. As we move forward, you might question this approach. Is it too simplistic for our complex world? In our next section, we'll address these doubts head-on, providing evidence-based responses to common objections. Is do your best and let God do the rest more than just a comforting platitude? While critics argue that faith-based approaches can lead to complacency, emerging research suggests a surprising paradox that challenges this view. Skeptics often contend that relying on faith might result in neglecting personal responsibilities. However, scientific studies are revealing the power of belief and positive thinking. A meta-analysis in Psychological Bulletin found a significant connection between optimism and improved cardiovascular health, as well as a reduced risk of chronic diseases. This research indicates that maintaining a positive outlook, frequently associated with faith-based approaches, can yield tangible benefits for physical well-being. Experts in psychology have also noted the potential psychological advantages of faith. Dr. Harold Koenig, a prominent researcher in spirituality and health, asserts that faith can help individuals find meaning in suffering and provide crucial hope during difficult times. A study in the Journal of Health Psychology further supports this, revealing that individuals with strong faith reported higher levels of life satisfaction and lower levels of anxiety and depression. The key to understanding this philosophy lies in recognizing that faith is not a substitute for action, but rather a motivator. As stated in the article from Wisdom Hunters, God expects your best, nothing more, nothing less. This principle emphasizes the balance between personal effort and divine support, encouraging individuals to take action while maintaining trust in a higher power. Research published in the Journal of Religion and Health found that individuals who engage in spiritual practices report higher levels of resilience and coping skills. This indicates that faith can provide a framework for facing life's challenges, offering emotional support and a sense of purpose that drives positive action. As we consider these evidence-based insights, it becomes clear that the do your best and let God do the rest philosophy is more nuanced and powerful than its critics might suggest. But how does this principle translate into transformative change in people's lives? In our next section, we'll explore real-world examples of individuals who have experienced profound shifts in their personal and professional lives by embracing this approach. An entrepreneur who once micromanaged every aspect of her business found herself constantly stressed and unfulfilled. She decided to embrace the principle of doing her best while trusting a higher power with the rest. The result was transformative. Her business thrived, and she experienced a profound sense of peace and purpose. This story exemplifies how trust can catalyze positive change. By relinquishing the need to control every outcome, we open ourselves to unexpected possibilities and approach challenges with greater calm and confidence. The differences between trust-based and control-based living are significant. Those who constantly strive to manage every detail often experience overwhelming anxiety, while individuals who balance personal effort with trust tend to demonstrate greater resilience and satisfaction. Research supports the benefits of this approach. Studies have shown that spiritual practices can lead to improved health outcomes, including reduced stress and enhanced mental well-being. Engaging in faith-based activities has been associated with lower levels of anxiety and depression, contributing to overall life satisfaction. Neurological studies reveal that trust and belief activate specific brain areas associated with reward and emotional regulation, suggesting that faith in a higher power can significantly impact mental health and emotional resilience. Long-term research has demonstrated that individuals who practice a balance of personal effort and faith report higher levels of life satisfaction and success. This equilibrium fosters a sense of purpose and fulfillment, often lacking in purely self-reliant approaches. The combination of effort and trust can lead to transformative outcomes in various aspects of life, including business, relationships, and personal development. By acknowledging that some aspects are beyond our control, we create space for growth, innovation, and unexpected opportunities. Consider how you might apply this principle in your own life. The potential for transformation is substantial, offering a path to greater peace, fulfillment, and success through a balanced approach of personal effort and trust in a higher power. As we conclude our exploration of balancing personal effort with trust in God, let's focus on the key takeaways. This principle offers a transformative approach to life's challenges, leading to greater peace and fulfillment. By committing our work to the Lord, as Proverbs 16:3 advises, we open ourselves to unexpected possibilities while maintaining our best efforts. Consider how this principle applies to your life. Reflect briefly on your current approach and potential areas for refinement. To implement this principle, set clear goals, give them your best effort, and consciously release the outcomes to a higher power. As Colossians 3:23-24 reminds us, our work should be driven by a higher purpose. By adopting this balanced approach, you may experience not only greater success, but also a deeper sense of purpose and contentment in your daily life. Stay blessed by the best.